everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to any new subscribers and welcome back to any returning subscribers. I'm going to be doing today another episode of Dee Dee Farago's Pocket Challenge hashtag 2021 TCTC. Now this is episode 20, let me see, I'll just have a look at my notes. It's episode 24 and it's a belly band, it's belly band pockets. So this is the belly band and I've made one up to show you what it looks like. Dee Dee put her thumb hole on the side, alternating sides, and I went and put my thumb holes at the top without thinking because it seems second nature to me. So I've used a bit of cardstock and I've used a bit more contrasting for the pockets, and I've just put some simple embellishments on, a little bit of lace and some butterflies on a background of tea bags and a little Tim Holtz, one of his little snippets, just to give you an idea of what you can do with them. So this belly band would be glued down this end and this end onto your journal page like so, and then you'd obviously have that room to put it in, put something inside like a nice journal card, and then you'd also have your pockets on the top. So if I use this little tiny tag, so we have a pocket here and a pocket here. Okay, now what Dee Dee also did for a change was she glued it that side, that end and that end, but also a thin line of glue down the middle. So it could be, rather than the traditional belly band, it would then be, if it was glued down the middle, you'd be able to have something this side and you'd be able to have something that side. So it would be like two side tucks. So it's quite a versatile piece. So anyway, and it's very easy to make, so let's go ahead and make some. So you need a piece of fairly thick cardstock, and I've already cut mine out ready because it saves a bit of time later on. So I've done a couple here just to demonstrate, and I've done one different one which I sort of an idea I had myself. So now these have to go this way. Okay, so this piece of cardstock you want, and I'm using Scraps Up, is going to be 7.5 inches this way and 3.5 inches this way, and it's going to fit on your page as a belly band. Now you can have it thinner if you want to, but bear in mind this is going to take pockets, so we don't want it too narrow. And then the three pockets are going to be 3.5 inches this way by 2 inches deep. Okay, and they're just going to be spaced out here and here, and I'm going to do side thumb notches. So I'm going to do one for there, there and there this way. So that's all you need to do. Now I rounded the corners of mine because I like my corners rounded, you know, and I also rounded the corners on the pockets too, but that's an option that you don't have to do. So I'm using a piece of the Peacock kit from Calico Collage, Spring Peacock kit. I'm using a piece of that has been printed on fairly thick cardstock against a background of even thicker cardstock, just to give it some stability. So I've already cut mine out, so they're very straightforward. So we just put these pieces over here. I am going to round my corners, and I'm using the 10mm for the bigger piece, like so. Okay, I just want to, excuse my arm, I'm just moving something, so I need to get a clean dauber head out of my jar here. It's on my shelf above me, because I want to use my, so for this one I edged it in pine needles, distressed the edges in pine needle. This one I'm going to use my blue, so I've got broken china, but I have also got one that's slightly dark. I'm just having a quick look to find it now. Oh, there it is on the top. So I want to use this one, and this is chipped sapphire. So this is more blue orientated, so I want to use that one. So I'm just going to take this one off of here, put this one on, and hope it stays on. This is being a bit temperamental, this dauber now. I'm wondering whether I need to get a new one. Okay, I'm going to round the corners as well of this smaller, the smaller pieces for the pockets. I'm just using the 4mm, so it's tiny really. Like so. Do them all. Hope everyone's okay. We've got a bank holiday weekend coming up in the UK. Weather for the last couple of days has been really lovely, actually. We've just started to get a bit of rain now. Now that this corner rounder can be temperamental. It only likes certain thickness, I think. Let's just get rid of those bits. Okay, so let's go ahead and ink around these in this lovely sapphire blue, chipped sapphire. It's lovely. And this is just a scrap of a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock paper out of, I think it was a Galaxy pad that I had. I'm just going to go around these. And then we're going to put some thumb holes in, and I must not put them in the top. Must remember, I want to do them on the side. And obviously I'm making this with an aim to putting them in the peacock journal, or at least one or two of the pieces. I'm not going to say I'm going to use them all. So I kind of wanted to split those up and have them like that, I think. So now Dee Dee put all of hers together, but she didn't have directional paper, and she did her thumb holes in one go, but I have. So I want to have 2 thumb holes here and here and one there. So I'll do these 2 together like this, and I'm just eyeballing it. The piece is the same width as the oh, it scares me every time. We just stink round those bits. So that's going to be one there and one there, and then this one's going to be on this side. Oh, I hope you can't see that wire. It keeps popping itself out of its wedged position. Honestly, just trying to re-pin it back. Okay, so I get to do that one there like that, and then you're simply going to stick them on. So we're going to have side tucks on this one, like so. So all we need is, I'm using my art glitter, hold the thumb hole end, and you are going to glue them on 3 sides. A thin bead of glue on the other 3 sides. The thinner the better, really, as close to the edge as you can get. And then we want to position them as evenly as we can. like so. The tip that Dee Dee has given in her video is to glue the top and the bottom pieces first, because then you have more idea of where the middle piece is going. So that's what we're going to do, like that. Let's get my dry cloth. Okay, and then lastly this piece here. It's a very simple one. It's very similar. If anyone followed Dee Dee's Christmas pocket challenge, I can't remember what that's called, then it's very similar to one we made then. I didn't actually follow the whole of that challenge. I just did a few kind of, I watched it all, but I didn't make them all. And there we have it. That is the piece. So get our tags back. So you need to make 3 small tags. So you've got a side tuck there, side pocket there, and a side pocket there. And that is the piece. Simple and very effective. And then you could decorate it however you want. Okay, so as I say, you can glue it down there and there on the back onto your page to make your belly band, and you could also put a line of glue down the back in the centre to have 2 side tucks, so it's kind of like a belly band, but things won't go straight through. So there's that one. We'll do one more here. Just bear with me, I just need to open this door. Sorry about that, I just realised that I shut this door and Elmo needs to get in, so I'm just changing my dob head again. Just bash that down on my glue book a bit, and I'm going to swap over to the peacock. I keep calling this peacock green distress ink, and it isn't actually peacock green. It's pine needles. Oh dear. So again, I'm rounding my corners because I do like them rounded for these pieces. Don't have to. And we've got these 3 pockets for this, and this is part of this sheet out of the Spring Peacock kit by Calico Collage. Okay, so they are slightly directional because we've got script in the background. So let me think now, where am I going to have them first before so I'm going to have them like that. No, actually I may have them like that. Okay, so these 2 I'm going to do side thumb holes on. Like this, and this one is going to have one on this side. Okay, and then I'm just going to distress round this. It's a very versatile piece, I think. There's quite a few things you could do with it, because you could actually put it on your journal page like this, not have it as a belly band, but actually have it as a side tuck anyway, up the edge there. And then you would put, if you did that, you'd want your thumb holes all down the same side. So that's another option. Have all your thumb holes down the same side. So yeah, it's quite versatile really. It depends on, again, on what you're doing with it, and you know where you're putting it and what it needs to match really. Gosh, this is not, this 4mm one's not brilliant. not like this thinner paper. Either that or it's getting blunt. I don't know if you can actually sharpen these. I don't know if anyone's tried. If they have, perhaps they could let me know. It's such a throwaway society we live in, isn't it? You know, where things kind of go to pot and then don't work properly and people just throw them out. I just think it's terrible, really. So do I want this up? I think I have it up that way. And I'm going to ink round these now. I'm just going to cut around that because I'm not happy with that. The way that did not cut the corner off properly. Oops, I've got the window open, so hopefully my neighbour, who's just turning up now home from work, she's quite loud. She's lovely, but she just has this, well, she's a teacher, so I think that's why she has a loud voice, actually. Okay, so we want that one there, that one there, that one there. So again, we're just going to hold the thumb hole side, and we're putting a thin bead of glue, top, bottom and end, like that. And we're going to put that one down first, like that. This one seems to be slightly wider, these pockets. So I'm doing the bottom one next because as Dee Dee's tip does work, you know, does give you the right sort of width in between each one. So putting that one down about there, like that. Just give that a wipe. And final one. I love listening to the birds singing. I can hear them out of the window. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon here, and it's actually Friday afternoon, last day of leave. Although we do have, as I say, we do have bank holiday. So just holding that up so I can gauge where to put that down, like so. I think that's okay. I think that's straight. Yeah, so be back to work on Tuesday. Busy, busy, busy. There's a lot of controversy in the news about the NHS and all the waiting lists, but it, you know, it can't be helped. It's not like we're deliberately keeping people back from their operations, you know, and that people don't seem to realise, members of the public, that the staff that will be operating on these patients are the same staff that have been fighting on the front line during COVID. So we have the side pocket there, side pocket here, side pocket here. I'm not making tags for them or cards today because I want to put together a couple of videos for the Peacock Journal on making the ephemera, so we'll do them all in one when we decide which pieces we might use. And then the third piece, this piece that I'm going to show you now, I just thought while I was doing this, I had an idea. Sometimes I like a belly band across the width of the page. So say this was your journal page, you'd have it down here and glue it here and here, and then we could have a couple of little pockets on the front like this and have them top loading like that, sort of have them down the bottom end of it. And I quite like that idea, so I'm just going to make that one now. So we're going to round the ends. Yeah, it's very difficult. I'm obviously working in the NHS. I'm not a frontline worker, but I do feel like I need to, you know, stick up for my, especially my consultants. They're the emergency surgery team, and we're dealing with emergency surgeries all the time, every single day. It's always people that are coming in via A&E. So for us, it's a slightly different kind of scenario to the elective. So anybody who's been put on the wait list for a routine operation are on what is known as the elective list. So I'm going to do these together because I think the thicker the paper, it works better, you know. Yeah, so my consultants do have elective lists, but not as many as the other consultants because they're operating on people every day from A&E. So again, I'm holding these together and I'm going to make my thumb hole, not with the corner rounder, that certainly won't work, but I'm going to make my thumb hole with them held together so that they're in the same place, like so. Bits only come out because I took the back off of here. If you take this, the plasticky back off, there's a piece like this, you can see better to punch your holes. Okay, so they're going to go on there like that, and I think that would be really cute. I hope you think that too. But they're so easy to make. You could make loads of these very quickly. You know, just need to have the right thickness of cardstock. I think this is probably at least 200, and these are, I'd say these are about 120. So I'm going to put them down on here like this, and I'm going to put them up that way. So I'm going to hold the thumb hole side, put a thin bead of glue down the other 3 sides, like that. Just going to see where I want them on the page. I want them lower, so I want them like that. That will be fine. I think that's straight, yes, that will be fine. And then this one's same, and then you can embellish them, decorate them however you want to. Okay, so we want to get this one as low, and we want it to be about the same width from the edge there, and I want to make sure that it is straight. Yeah, that's fine, I'm happy with that. So just to press down. Sometimes the glitter glue will glue straight away and sometimes it doesn't. So get our little baby tag back. So we've got a pocket here and a pocket here, and it would go onto my page like this, and I would glue that side and that side. And then if I wanted to, say if this was a journal card, I mean it's not really the right size, this is a smaller one, but say with this was a bigger journal card, it would go in like that, and you could have a few things in. I mean, you could actually put it down as a belly band, and then you could have one of these in underneath like that, and you'd have all those pockets. Millions of pockets. Okay, so that's me done. So there we have it. That's my own thoughts. This is the one I've decorated earlier. Made that narrower just to give you an idea of what you can do. You know, you can do whatever you want. There is no rule. So that's it. I hope you can see those. I just move them up a bit for you. And there you have it. Simple decoration, but quite effective. Sometimes I think less is more. Yeah, so I mean, you could even make this into a giant tag. I mean, I could have cut the ends like a tag shape, put a hole in there, put a nice piece of sari through it, and have it in your belly band like that. And then make it so that you can journal on the back. But obviously I've used double-sided because, well, that's white, but I'm planning to stick mine down. But it's just a thought. There's so many different scenarios that you can use, you know. So there we have it. Episode 24 of Dee Dee Farago's Pocket Challenge. Hashtag 2021 TCTC. And that's it from me today. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.